Lord willing, y'all can hear me. Lord willing, y'all can hear me, man. It's cold outside, right? Let's see. Okay. So, Lord willing, y'all can hear me. Lord willing, y'all can hear me. You know, we outside at camp on uh, a live camp on Friday. What's today's date? On the 24th of February. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to give all praises and all glory to the Most High Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world in me calls Jesus the Christ, right? And I want to give double honors when honor is due. The Lord put His Spirit in the apostles and the elders that have been paving the way, bringing forth the ministry of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the sinister milk, the parables, the dark sayings, and the prophecies, bringing 100% of the Lord's doctrine to the best of their ability. And I'm going to start with Elder Tahar on down. I've been ruling well through the Spirit. And for the other elders, captains, bishops, and deacons that's ruling well through the Spirit, Lord willing, the Most High continue the other hopeful elect that scatter four corners of the earth that's bidding people to the marriage, right? And for the wives and the single sisters that's playing a role as loving and silent wives, right? Constantly putting their foot to the plow, right? And Lord willing, the Most I have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that is not in the faith, right? This lesson that I'm gonna go over today is only a few will take it serious, right? Meaning, this whole ministry, only a few will take it serious because not everybody is going to want to follow Yahweh Shemal Shai, a man that's in the clouds, right? Somebody that everybody might feel God been failing us since we've been in this damn place, man. Right? So let's start it off, man. Let's go to Matthew chapter 9, verse 37 to 38. And it reads, Then he said to his disciples, the harvest is abundant, but the workers are few. Therefore, pray to Yahweh Shema Shai for the harvest to send out workers into his harvest, right? The harvest is abundant, but Salaki, I was reading the CSB. Then said he unto his disciple, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the labors are few, right? So the harvest is truly plenteous, it's very fruitful, but only a few it's only a few that's going to labor. It's only a few that's going to press towards the mark. Only going to be a few that's going to fight that good fight of faith. It's only going to be a few that's going to lay themselves down like a living sacrifice. It's only going to be a few, right? And this is why when brothers go out to these highways and byways, it's not about getting, look, I see Jake. I'm right here, Jake. I'm out here for y'all. Y'all can ask me a question if y'all want, man. I see y'all waiting. Y'all waiting for y'all bus. Y'all can ask for any question. Like I said, we're not out here for everybody, man. You out here for the hopeful elect. The hopeful elect is the sheep that knows the Lord voice, man. You ain't gotta look high, a little low. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gonna put you right where He needs you to be, and the sheep is gonna follow. Let alone the Lord has the unicorn, which is social media, and the Lord is allowing the men and the women to receive this message. But it's only going to be a few laborers. It's going to only be a few evangelists. There's only going to be a few apostles. There's only going to be a few elders, captains, deacons, bishops, whatever position that you play in. It's only going to be a few that's really going to take the ministry serious, right? And that's who the Lord is looking for: serious believers, right? People that really have faith, right? Because I believe his brothers and sisters that's not like literally doing the work of Yahweh Shema Shai, and they got more faith than some men and women in Israel, right? Hold on, bear with me for like 3 seconds. Let me make sure everything. Salakia. Come on. So I'm gonna bring out another preset. We'll bring out First Corinthians, the 15th chapter, verse 58, and it reads, "Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, be stand fast, be ye stand fast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh Shema Shai, for as much as ye know that your labor is not vain in Yahweh Shema Shai." In the CSV, therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, be stand fast, unmovable, always excelling in Yahweh Shema Shai's work, because you know that your labor in Yahweh Shema Shai is not in vain, right? So we got to always excel in Yahweh Shema Shai's work. That's why you want to see an increase of devotion when it comes to the Lord. You want to see that you increase in praying, that you increase in your faith, that you increase that, like, say when you're in trouble or when you thinking of some lustful things, that you might lean on the counsel of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? Because we got to be standfast and unmovable, man. You have to be able to be unbendable, right? Where brothers and sisters might try to scoff or try to give you a science revelation or some new idea, and it might sound real interesting and good, but you're not gonna fold away from your first ministry, right? Let's go to Colossians chapter 3. We're gonna go to verse 23, 23 and 24. And it says, "And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and not unto men." In the CSV, "Whatsoever you do it from the heart as something done for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and not for people," right? Everything in your whole life, we got to really do it well, do it with our heart. We got to do it heartily to the Lord, right? I understand we want to live. I know we want relationships. I know we want love. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's a problem that we don't never divide the love towards Yahweh Shema Shai. Our love and our action, our attention towards Yahweh Shema Shai is not as we don't do it heartily, right? A lot of us we worry about the 10 commandments, but we don't worry about the least or the greatest commandments, and we're not trying our best to rehearse those things. At the end of the day, we ain't trying our best to be hungry and thirsty for righteousness' sake. You might have, you might see a few things that you're doing that's righteous. You should be hungry and thirsty to do more. You should never feel like you did enough. It's never enough. It's never enough, right? Only real men and real women are going to serve the Lord heartily, right? So like y'all gonna need something to drink. So verse 24, knowing that of Yahweh Shema Shai, ye shall receive the reward of inheritance. For ye serve Yahweh Shema Shai, right? We serve Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, right? We're going to receive the reward, right? That reward, what is that reward? Salvation, right? But only the ones that's going to be steadfast and unmovable. Only the ones that want to be true laborers. True laborers is the ones that abide, right? Let alone you're trying to give charity, right? You're trying to exhort your brothers, man. It's not really about saying, man, because I know it's the scripture that deals with uh some of us might say we prophesied, we did all of these things, and Yahweh Shai might say he don't even know you, right? So it's just at the end of the day, you really just doing this to please the Lord. The Lord want his sheeps in here, right? I'm trying to have in my mindset that I might not be a man that might make it in the kingdom. I might just be that man that's working for the Lord to get the rest of his flock in order, right? Because that's what a shepherd do. When the sheep drift off, he gets his staff, his rod, and try to hook it because it's a hook, and hook them right back to the path they're supposed to be. You know, that's what I'm just going to do the work that I have to do for the Lord just to get more of his people to follow him. I'm going to still rehearse the righteous act to the best of my ability, and I'm going to be humble. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really just doing the work for the Lord, man. Like, it's so hard. It's easy to say, but sometimes you be feeling like you are not explaining it well enough, man. Right? Doing the work of the Lord is something you should feel like you have or you must do. Right? Hold on, bear with me a quick second. If anybody got a preset on the comment section, y'all can definitely drop the precepts, right? Right. So we're gonna go to Second Thessalonians. So lucky y'all, my hands is a little cold now. Second Thessalonians chapter 3. We're gonna start at verse 7. And we're gonna read it in the CSB, right? We're gonna go verse 7 to 13. And it reads, this is Second Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 7. It says, for you yourselves know how you should. Right. Okay, for you yourselves know how you should intimidate, follow us. We were not idle among you, right? Basically, mimic. You're copying what a righteous leader is doing, right? He's mimicking, right? And we did not eat anyone's food free of charge. Instead, we labored and toiled, working night and day, so that we should not be burdened to anyone of you, right? It is not that we don't have the right to support, but we did it to make ourselves an example to you, that you would imitate us. In fact, that when we were with you, this is what we commanded you. If anyone isn't willing to work, he should not eat. Come on, yo, we just going over only a few labors in the ministry of the Lord. So if you're not laboring for the Lord, you won't eat. You're not going to be increased in knowledge and understanding, so that when these prophecies do come, you won't be ready. If you're not really laboring for the Lord, you won't be ready. He just, look, it said, if anyone isn't willing to work, he should not eat. If you're not willing to work, how do you think you're going to eat the benefits in the kingdom? Right? You might not feel the change, the twinkling of an eye, right? You might be reborn in the kingdom as a child. That's a sucker way to go into the kingdom, man. You want to be the whole point is you want to be able to be beamed up. Israel, man, I'll get in there eventually. I don't want to have to try to get in the kingdom, man. I just want it given to me. A lot of us don't want to work. We do not want to work, right? It says, for we hear that there are some among you who are idle. They are not busy, but busybodies, right? Our brothers and sisters is not busy on what the Lord requires them, but they're busybodies. There's nothing wrong with having fun, party, hey, but it's a lot of men and women that's being busybodies in the bars and the clubs more than being busybodies in the scripture. It's niggas out here either just getting high off of some dumbass supply, but not getting high off of the Lord's supply. It's a lot of men and women that's busy. They could be single and they being busybody with every woman in the world, but they don't have no agenda, right? Let alone it could be brothers in the ministry. They became fervent workers for the Lord. Then they became busybodies. They're still pleasing their flesh, right? And they might think that they ain't doing nothing wrong. Maybe they not, right? But brothers leave their first work, their first business, and then go and cleave on to filling their own bellies, filling their own comfort. Brothers might not even be trying to build with brothers no more, right? And that just be the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. Brothers might brothers might eventually start showing their true colors, man. Right? There's busybodies in Israel, right? Let alone outside. Verse 12. Now we commanded and exhort such people by Yahweh Shem Hamashiach Yahushai to work quietly and to provide for themselves. But as for you, brothers and sisters, do not grow weary in doing good, right? So brothers and sisters should not grow weary when they're working and laboring for the Lord. I don't care if you're doing it. This working for the Lord should never be boring. You should never be weary that look, y'all haven't seen nobody come up to me. I'm over there talking to y'all too. I'm talking to y'all and the people on the phone. You know, it's not about I'm not gonna come outside if nobody talk to me. Teaching this word is not amazing if nobody gonna ask me questions or hear it, man. Man, it's either they hear it or forbear it, man. If people really wanted to know what you're talking about, all they gotta do is just walk over here, man. All you gotta do is just say Yahweh Shema Shai, say the Lord name. Shoot, even say just let them know you saying Jesus. And people gonna know. They gonna know what you're talking about. But the brothers and sisters gonna show their real spirit. They're gonna show that they don't give a damn about the Lord, man. Right? Right? It's a lot of weary brothers in this world, man. Let's go to First Corinthians. First Corinthians 3 and 9. We're gonna read that in the CSB, right? And I'm actually reading the KJV first. It say, "For we are laborers together with God. Ye are God's husbandry. Ye are God's building." That's three things, right? In the CSB, for we are God's co-workers. You are God's field. That's what husbandry is. God's building. God builded us up. I need a lot of brothers and sisters to understand the ministry, his sheep are the hopeful elect. The ones that's really peculiar and special is the hopeful elect. The 1/3 with the remnant of the men, women, and children in 144,000, the government body, right? That is the peculiar nation. That is the salt of the earth. The whole nation of Israel and all is the salt of the earth. But who are we really talking about is the peculiar people of the earth, the hopeful elect. The hopeful elect is the one that's going to be changed in a twinkling of an eye. We're really here to wait for the hopeful elect to come out of Babylon society. Stop thinking in the mentality of Babylon. The hopeful elect, the men, women, and children, they're out here. They just don't know. But it is some brothers out here that's really serving the Lord, right? And they don't know that they the hopeful elect, but the spirit is on them to do the damn work, right? Because they're co-workers. You gotta like Paul said in Ephesians, the 3rd chapter, the 1st verse, Ephesians, the 4th chapter, the 4th verse. He said he was a prisoner of Hamashiach Yahushai. To serve the Lord, you gotta come in this thing as a prisoner for the Lord. Anything his way or it's the fucking highway. Excuse my language. I'm just being honest. I know in reality, some people want to do this. Some people going to play the game. Nobody's going to read all day. I believe that and I agree with that. But the true worshipers, the true laborers are going to always be into, I'm just saying the real dedicated, especially the ones that's going to have the high position in the kingdom. They're going to be attentive toward the Lord. Now you might have one of those high government brothers that's probably not really studious in the scriptures right now. He might come eventually in the truth later on. But I'm just saying the spirit of the elite is always abounding in knowledge, right? And they're going to be the field. They're going to be the building of Yahweh Shema Shai, Bob the builder. And if the Lord's servants is the builders, like we're the building, and we're building a building, we're building a nation, we're building a kingdom, we're building the tabernacles of David, then in your mind, you should always want to continue to build for Yahweh Shem Shai. It's a building getting made every month, every week. So we should be always trying to build. Right now, nobody out here talking to me, right? You got people on the YouTube, right? But it's people outside. But it's okay. The Lord is going to make sure the word still goes where it goes. Y'all might go home and say, hey, I seen somebody outside talking, speaking gibberish. Habidi hoobla, right? Or they might say, yo, this man was speaking about God. I never heard nobody talk with so much affection, right? If any one of y'all got a question, y'all could come over here and ask. You know what I'm saying? Because each one teach one. You got to be passionate serving the Lord, but be passionate for your people, right? You got to tell them, yo, brother, you going the wrong way. This is the way. That's what a server is, man. Want to always lead the sheep the right way. And then if they say they don't care, guess what? Just knock the dust off your feet and then go the other way, right? That's what the workers do, man. They always abiding in the work of the Lord, man. Let's go to Philippians chapter 2. We're going to start at verse 12 to 16. It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yo, in the absence of Yahweh Shema Shai, the absent, we not hearing you don't have one single prophet having a face-to-face convo with the Lord, right? Or the word coming upon somebody like it was Jeremiah. Now, a lesson comes upon a brother like this lesson. This came upon me thinking like, yo, it's only gonna really be a real few laborers. But when we talk about Jeremiah, the word came upon him, right? I'm going. I might meditate on the scripture, right? I might see somebody bring something out, and a scripture that they brought out might stick out, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And then I start thinking that would be a spirit coming upon me to make a lesson, right? But the spirit was coming upon our foreign fathers, man, right? So you got to think right now how much more me and you serving the Lord in the absence of Yahweh Shema Shai. He turned his face towards us. He's still doing signs and miracles, but we don't got it like how they had it back then, right? So this time right now, the end time level is really about faith. While the enemy working on deception, you got to really double up your faith, man. That's why you want to work more for the Lord in his absence. Because look, the Lord is calculating, man. Who working? Who working? Right? It says, for it is God which worketh in both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Right? Let's read the CSV. For it is Yahweh who is working in both, in you both, to will and to work according to his good purpose. It's the Lord that's doing his will to have you do to walk in his good purpose, man. It's really the Lord. Let alone if you sinning, you walking like a 2/3, you acting, you imitating what a 2/3 is. That's the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai on the left hand side, right? Let's go to Salaki. Where at? Let's go to 1 Samuel 16, man. This is the scripture I just came to my mind, so I gotta go to it. Right. 1 Samuel chapter 16, and I'm gonna start at verse 12, just so get some context in there. It says, and he sent and brought him in, and now he was ruddy and withheld of a beautiful countenance and goodly to look to. And Yahweh said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. This is David. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren, and the spirit of Yahweh came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah, but the spirit of Yahweh departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from Yahweh troubled him. We got to always look at everything in the Bible. It could have been me, or it could be me. You got to look at everything in the Bible. It could be you, man. He took the spirit on the right hand side of Yahweh. Yahweh took that thing from him and gave him an evil spirit. Niggas be happy 1 minute, then bipolar. What the hell you think that is? If you're not mad at this kingdom, if you're not mad at what you doing and your nation is doing, disobeying Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but if you just mad my girl did this, right? And this is just something little, right? Or like something that's just way out of fetch, but you could be angry. You want to beat the shit out your girl. You so angry, I'm about to go smoke some weed. I want to go sell. It's a freaking demon, man. Niggas want to be out here teaching some false stuff and got people feeling good. I just want to teach some feel good. That's a freaking spirit, because the Lord don't teach no feel good. I got to think about this every day, because sometimes I might drift off. That's a spirit, and you don't never want the Lord to take a spirit from you, because I want to move like Galatians 5:25. I want to live and I want to walk in the spirit, man. Right? And that's how it comes with especially when you trying to build somebody up, especially if you brothers ask the question, if I want to move in the spirit, I want to deliver in the spirit. I want to be able to come give you the precepts to feed your soul, so that you can walk and be like, you know what? I learned something, right? Instead of coming at you like I used to like really embarrass people, come at them. Hey, and there's still nothing wrong with that because our people been disrespectful to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But still, we got to be gentle to our brothers and sisters. They don't understand the spirit they working with. A lot of our brothers and sisters have an unclean spirit in them, man. Right? Verse 15, and Saul's servant said unto him, behold, an evil spirit from God troubled thee, man. Even the servant knew that it was an evil spirit. That's how you know, well, when you walk into society, you'll see some of the brothers that can be in the truth and out of the truth. And they look like they got a freaking spirit in them, man. Right? Especially if a brother on his high horse and he feel prideful. Oh, I'm better than everybody. I got all these precepts, or I go over the darkest precepts. Oh, I'm deeper than the elders, or I'm deeper than this guy. Anybody that's trying to boast that he's better than somebody, that's a freaking spirit, man. Because the ministry, you can't see that in the scriptures, but everybody is supposed to play a role, right? Some people are going to be more studious. Some people are going to be more passionate. Some people are going to be better at teaching. Some brothers might be better scribes, right? Some brothers might just be good at teaching the sincere milk. Some brothers, the Lord probably gave them a whole loaf and they're good all around, right? You should never take away from what the Lord plants in somebody else, right? But you got to know that the Lord removes and takes spirits, man, right? So verse 14 in Philippians, the second chapter, do all things without murmuring and disputing. When you look at the CSB, do everything without grubbing, goes into murmuring and arguing, right? And that's what a lot of us do. Let alone in this truth, when you debate a point. You say your point, I say my point. Then I break down why yours is not accurate. You break down why mine's not accurate. And then we keep it moving because Amos 3:3. If two can't agree, they can't walk together. But arguing over the same topic is the most useless point because it shows if brothers cannot get some understanding in scriptures and you constantly going over the same thing, the Lord let them not understand it. The Lord did that. And we got to stop thinking we got the power to keep doing it for an hour, 2-3 hours, saying the same scripture to the same person, thinking an hour later they're going to get it. Right? This ministry is not about arguing. This ministry is one way, right? You teach it just like Yahweh Shai. What was he doing at the age of 12 in the Luke, the second chapter? He was answering and asking questions, or asking questions and answering questions. Just those two things, either asking or answering or asking. That's it. It's either you ask a question or you answer a question. That's it. But a lot of us make this freaking truth a mockery. We make it a party. We make it a celebrity thing. We make it a freaking competition. The real laborers of the Lord have one agenda: to get the hopeful elect back into the pavilion, to get the hopeful elect to understand. I don't know who it is, but you want to speak as much to this wicked kingdom, because I could be speaking to y'all over there, and let alone I got to be speaking to the wind, and I have to be speaking towards the destruction of this place. When I'm speaking to my brothers and sisters, telling them to be true laborers of the Lord, I'm speaking against this place, because the more laborers we have in this truth, the more this place will fall. Right? Verse 15, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. Right? The real laborers are going to be lights in the world, right? And of course, you might have some diamonds in the rough. You might have some people might feel it's some brothers that are in the limelight, that's giving the Hebrew Israelite a bad name. And I would kind of say that in most cases that is true, right? It's not really about seeking fame, unless you're trying to just use different ways of reaching our brothers and sisters. I can't knock anybody that's trying to reach our brothers and sisters. But every man and every woman, most brothers have a second agenda, in their heart. And I can't search a man or a woman's heart. Only Yahweh Shema Shai. So I say, man, stretch the truth as far as you can get it, right? Because we got to be a light to the world in every aspect, not just only in the hood. Shoot, I believe in the industry. In the industry, you got to be a light. That don't mean we're going to overpower it, but you got to be a light. Speak truth. Then eventually somebody else will. Middle class. No matter wherever you at, this word is supposed to be in season and out of season. Right? 16, it say, holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Hamashiach, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. Right? Right? The ministry of Yahweh Shema Shai is not in vain. Right? Everything that you do for the Lord, I'm not gonna lie, is beneficial, man. If I'm telling you to read more, it's gonna be beneficial, man. If you have moments that you're lazy, right? If you feel that you're prideful, if you catch yourself in your emotions and feelings a lot, I'm not gonna lie, reading. I don't care if you're reading the same scriptures over and over again. Reading, watching breakdowns, even if you don't agree with the breakdown and you decipher what they say, and then you re-go over the breakdown, I'm just being honest. That shit really soothing. After I get done with this, go home. I might go talk some shit to the family. I'm gonna eat something, make me some tea, and I'm gonna go read. I ain't gonna lie, it's the most soothing thing because it makes me feel like I'm getting closer to Yahweh Shema Shai, and I get to know who we were before we look like how we look. We fly now, you know what I'm saying? It's a strange society. You think you see a female, you got to get up close. That's a nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's strange out here now, but it's amazing to know, like the Lord said, the things for aforetime was for your learner. And I really understand, because back then they were coming from a place of being moving and living spiritual in the way Yahweh Shema Shai say. Then you have moments like in Judges, we didn't have a king, and every man moved in his own, no, in the pleasure of his own eyes. Then eventually we get a king, we start moving right, but then we keep falling off. And then I look out, and today it's the same thing. You might have somebody that's not serving the Lord, but they're a nice person. It's some really nice black Latinos and natives out here that didn't kill nobody, that didn't rob nobody, but they still don't have no knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know what I'm saying? And this is why you know that this labor is not in vain, man. Because even if I wasn't a drug dealer, this ministry is beneficial for everybody that is a black, Latino, and native, man. From rich, middle class, into poor. And this is why I believe it makes sense to teach the word, man. Right? Because it's a lot of brothers and sisters that's going through a lot, right? And they don't even understand why they're going through it. Right? Some people might think some people might think that Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he don't do evil. Right? Some people think that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is all goody goody. I mean, he is good. He is good. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is good. Right? This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Now in the KJV, it's plain. Study to show thyself approved. My brother Sam, he had brought this out one time when we was at camp, and he brought it out in the GNT. I'm gonna bring it out in the GNT. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15 in the GNT. Good News Translation. It says, do your best to win full approval in God's sight as a worker who is not ashamed of his work, one who correctly teaches the message of God's truth. The first part, do your best to win full approval in God's sight. This is the number one thing, man. We trying to win a Grammy, you trying to win it in life, you trying to win a bag or whatever the hell we say, YOLO, all that other dumb shit. But the number one thing, man, is best to win the approval in God's sight, man. Study to approve yourself, man. Make yourself worthy enough in the eyes of the Lord. Niggas will wait one day out of a month. Oh, I'm gonna get right, and then fuck it and never continue. Working, man, I'm laboring for the Lord. I get it. It's really endurance, man. Because you could be doing this and then you be like, damn, I gotta stand out in the cold. I gotta look like a fool. Or some of your friends, people you know, you walking, looking at you. You might look good. A sister looking at you, she might look at, oh, this nigga ugly now. You might lose your little street credibility, but the Lord didn't sign you up for that. The Lord wants you to lay yourself down like a living sacrifice and educate our people on the lies they were told. Because everything in the Bible that was told to our people were lies, because they wasn't given the right sense. People chose to teach this word in the incorrect way. But you have brothers and sisters now that was asking the Lord, please show me the way. Show me how. The Lord seen that time that you were ready to change, and the Lord made you change. Brothers start trying to rehearse the righteous acts. Brothers, the Lord took them out of this stronghold, right? Every time you want to approve yourself for the Lord will take a stronghold, something you dealing out of your life. It's not you. It's always the Lord that do it. But if you stick on your stronghold, that's the Lord, because he looked at your heart and no, you don't want to give it up. You can never. That's the point with the Lord, is really giving up a lot of things in the world, right? I have to give up a lot. Look, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. The Lord had me work. I've been working less hours at work, and I'm fine with it, because I want to work with my emotions. I want to work on me during this time through the Spirit, that sometimes when I do work a lot, I'm not going to stress myself and be on my ass, because I'm trying to put my brick in for the Lord, that even when I work so much, and sometimes I might just want to kick my feet up and just lay down, but then I might do it too much. And I see myself that I be like, I get too comfortable. I get too much money. I'm comfortable. And I don't want that. I don't want to be comfortable in this place. Oh, I'm getting enough money. I can provide. Let me just chill, relax. When it's people out here that don't understand the ministry. And I feel like I'm fooling myself that I can relax. I understand this. I understand that. I got the breakdown. Somebody asked me a question, I'll give them an answer. I'm cool with that, but I don't like that shit, man. It's too many of us that don't understand it. This is why friends, family, people that know me, this just to be honest, that shit pissed me off, that people would be afraid to ask me a question because they afraid how brothers teach, or they're not really afraid of me. They're afraid of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because this is what he means. I hate that, man. And that's the reason why we won't grow as a nation. And this is the reason why whoever is afraid to ask a question, you're going to be the reason why you might not make it. Because you holding back with the Lord what it says. As a worker who is not ashamed of his work. You cannot be ashamed that you love the Lord. You can't be ashamed that you want to know. You can't be ashamed and be like, hey, I don't know this. I want to know it. Because as soon as you don't know and somebody teach you, then eventually you're going to know. Closed mouth don't get fed, man. Right? We got to stop being, we got to stop feeling like we know it all. Y'all got to stop being comfortable. Right? 16, keep away from profane and foolish discussions, which only drive people farther away from God. This is why it's useless to talk about Breakfast Girls Club, loving hip hop, uh, talking about niggas all day. Half of women is talking about niggas and men that they want, men or women that they couldn't have. This shit is dumb. This shit, yo, hey, this women are talking about this and this man, but have you all you women is dumb not getting you a God fearing man? But this is what America got us comfortable with. We're comfortable with talking about nonsense, right? And those things drive you further away from Yahweh Shema Shai. Yo, this is fire to let me and let y'all know things that we do in life, what keeps us closer with God, what keeps us away with God, right? 17, such teaching is like an open sword that eats away the flesh. Two men who have taught such things are, oh yeah, that's going off topic. It's going off topic. We can go to Matthew 22 and 14. Matthew 22 and 14. For many are called, but few are chosen. It's a lot of the blacks, Latinos that are called every day. When you wake up another day, you've been called. You able to see, you've been called. You able to hear, you are called. If you even get close to hearing a real prophet teach this word, if you got to see Elder Tahar, Elder Gabar, Elder Rimlop, apostles, all three apostles, right? The brother Haman Gabar. If you haven't heard Yarmayan, right? Asher, any other brother that's out here really being diligent through the spirit, teaching Yahweh Shema Shai's worth, right? Only a few is gonna be chosen. Only a few is gonna take this serious. Only a few is gonna doubt they're worthy enough to even be in his ministry. Only a few. Look, let me get this one too. 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 12. This is only a few. Only a few. It says, and I thank Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, our Lord, who have enabled me for that he counted me faithful, putting me into the ministry, right? Hey, so sometimes the Lord probably put somebody in the ministry for that period moment and then took them out. They had faith for that moment, and I was going to get every bit of them. But then you got the Lord that put people that's dedicated all the way to the end, because he found faith. It don't matter if it was a mustard seed, if it was a lot. It don't even say how much measure. He just found faith in you. It didn't even say if you had this much, if you had a little like a mustard seed. It said he counted me faithful. If the Lord put you in this ministry, he counted you faithful. He enabled you like turning on a damn light. If you're not in this ministry, you're disabled. And niggas is laughing at handicapped kids. Through the spirit, half of you Jakes is handicapped. Y'all disabled. You niggas don't know who the hell you serving. You niggas is radio. Radio. You niggas is radio through the spirit. Right? We're going to go to Matthew 7, verse 13. Right? It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. It's going to be many. 2/3 is a freaking lot. That's millions of Black, Latinos, and natives. I had to say it loud so y'all can hear me over there, man. Millions of Black, Latinos, and natives will be killed by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And I have to say it directly in that way. Let alone when, just be honest, Trayvon Martin, yes, some damn test tube monkey killed him. But that was by the hand of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Every death in this world, and guess what? Every king, every ruler, the heart, the mind of the king is in the hand of Yahweh Shema Shai. The sinner and the deceiver and the deceives is the Lord. The chosen is the Lord. If you are a 2/3, you were chosen to be that damn position. If you got a demon in you, you were chosen to be that demon. Right? A lot of us got to be thankful if the Lord is even using you to feed the flock. Thankful. That's why that Passover, this Passover right here, it has to be more spiritual, right? Be more in tune, man. Yo, I'm telling you, Lord willing, the Lord allow me. I want to watch all the Yahweh Shai videos. Actually, we should start doing that now. Start watching as many Yahweh Shai videos, because I know a lot of us as Israel, when we see visual, we take shit more serious. But read the Gospels and then watch it. Watch the Passion of the Christ. And just think, this man was with us, let alone the man died. He telling you he gonna rise again. Bop, bop, beat a boop, bop, bop. He come back. People telling you, I seen him. Man, I don't believe that unless I see his hand. That's us now. We them same niggas that think Yahweh, we know that Yahweh Shai died, but we ain't gonna believe it unless we see this man coming from a cloud. Him, I'm him, guys. Check my hands. That's how I don't want to be that. I don't want to have that faith. You can have that faith. I don't. I want to have faith of the Lord without saying, hey, if I touch his hand, I'm going to know he's real. I want to just believe in a simple fact by reading it and knowing it, by seeing it in scriptures of biblical information, knowing that I'm special enough to know that the whole ministry, the Bible, is a mystery. So knowing that Yahweh Shai died for you is a mystery. How is a mystery? Because nigga, I can't remember if I was there or not. And I want that faith to believe I could have been the brother that either stabbed Yahweh Shai, or I probably was the brother that betrayed Yahweh Shai, or I was probably the brother that denied Yahweh Shai, or I was the brother that was really friends with Yahweh Shai, or I was that brother that slit a nigga ear for Yahweh Shai, or I was one of those prophets that spoke of the coming of Yahweh Shai. That's what I want to think on, man. That's what any man or any woman should think on. But if you ain't thinking on it, you're going to go the broad way, the wide way, the way that every man want to go and get a shortcut, right? Verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth into life, few there be that findeth. Only a few is going to life. Only a few is, because it says, which leadeth unto life. Who is life? Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Only a few are going to go the direction of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Only a few are going to go to the bosom of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Because if you was to read the gospel, some of your forefathers was laying in the bosoms of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, right? This truth go over a lot of people's head, man, as a men and as women. Some people might look at you as a freaking fool because you saying Lord, 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 and you ask them, hey, you believe in God? Oh yeah, I believe in him. Then what the hell you looking at me laughing? Oh, that's just weird to be out in the corner speaking the word. Why can't you just go to church? This is church. And this is how you know our people don't know the Lord, man. They don't know what was going on back then. Brothers wasn't waiting. Hey, we got to wait for Sunday. Man, if the spirit came on you to go outside and teach the word, your people is out in these streets. Your people is out in the community near you. Your people is not at no damn building. Even when you at this building, it's a whole bunch more somewhere else. Man, you got to go where the people at. You got to go where the buildings is at. You got to go where the wickedness is at. And guess what? It's outside. We outside. right? You got to be outside, man, because the Lord said, watch. You got to watch. Look at your community, man. You got 18-year-old girls looking like she 40 because she was on that crack pipe, man. This world out here is eating niggas alive, right? This world is a cannibalism, man. It's eating black, Latinos, and natives alive. And the reason why, because they don't got no freaking foundation, right? Everybody comfortable, right? Niggas don't know if they going in a wide gate or a narrow gate because niggas don't give a damn, man. As long as I'm just going into any door. The hopeful elect ain't moving like that. And I'm being serious. The hopeful elect not moving like that. The hopeful elect care what door they going in. They observing, they watching. The real hopeful elect, they gonna try a friend before they credit a friend. They're gonna approve a friend, right? Let's go to Second Ezra, the 8th chapter, in the G&T. And yo, this joint stuck out to me so like last night. I mean, early this morning, last night. This scripture right here is stuck. This joint stuck to me so hard, man. This is Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 1 to 4 in the G&T. It says the angels replied, God Most High made this world for many people, but the future world for only a few. God Most High made this world for many people, but the future world for only a few. What is the future world? Jacob is the beginning that followeth. Second Ezra, the 6th chapter, verse 9. Ezra, the author of this book, let me give you an illustration. It's the angel speaking to Ezra. If you ask the earth, it will tell you that it produces a large amount of clay for pots, but only a small amount of gold dust. And that's the way it is with the present world. Many have been created, but only a few will be saved. Look, many are created in the nation of Israel, but only a few will inherit the kingdom. There are many in the other nations, and there are many that are in the other nation, but only a few of the other nations will be reserved. If you want to say saved, we are going to say saved because it's in the scripture. But that saved, you're going to be saved to be preserved for servitude. That goes into the Revelations, the 13th chapter, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. You got to reap what you sow as a man and as a woman, right? Verse 4. I said to myself, I must search for wisdom and try to understand. In the actual KJV, it says, swallow down, O my soul, understanding and devour wisdom. G&T say, I must search for wisdom and try to understand. You niggas would never use the word I must search for wisdom and try to understand. You niggas need to try to understand Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You need to seek Hamashiach Yahushai, because Hamashiach Yahushai is wisdom. Nigga, we, me, you, your mama, your great grandma, we got to seek the Lord better. I'm talking about me too, because after I get done with this, I got to seek the Lord too. I'm not better than you. You're not better than me. We have to seek the Lord. Our elders failed us, and this world failed us, right? We gonna I'm gonna read verse 60 and verse 61 in the KJV. Verse 60 and 61. Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 60 and 61. It says, but they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. Therefore is my judgment now at hand. Hey, you're watching this video. This is a motion picture near you. I want you to know, therefore is my judgment now at hand. They which be created have defiled the name of Yahweh Shema Shai that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. Guess what? You 2/3, regardless if it's me or you. I need you to know you have been unthankful to Yahweh Shema Shai, and you're going to reap what you sow, and you're going to die. Thermonuclear fire, man. And it's nothing me, you, your mama, or Donald Trump are going to be able to do. In that day, you're going to be dumb, doom, dada. Right? Let's go to the G and T again, and let's go to chapter 9. Chapter 9, verse 15. And it reads, I must repeat what I said before. The lost far outnumber those who are saved. Ooh. The number of people that's going to be killed in the day of Yahweh Shema Shai in the nation of Israel, the death number of the Black, Latinos, and natives that's going to die on the day of when the Lord comes back is going to outweigh the number of the people that will be saved. So it's showing you it's going to be less that's going to get in the kingdom. Just like the like Esau tried to tell you, when the world end, they're going to make like the movie 2012. Only the elites was able to get on that ship. The ship that they had where people were getting on, it was really rich people. Only rich people are putting rich people in bunkers. The video I had on YouTube, the dude said to order a bunker like a level is 2.3 million. What poor person is getting in there? Rich people are trying to repopulate the earth with more rich people. It's just like Resident Evil. They said we're going to hide from all of, what's going on, and they're going to hide underground. They're going to hide underground. Guess what? They're idiots. Their underground bunker got hit. But what they did is they leaked it out underground so it could rise up, and they put other bunkers around the world. And guess what? In Switzerland, they got over 300,000 bunkers in Switzerland. It's some in Arizona, some in LA, it's some in Vegas. They got bunkers in many places. I don't know all of them, but they got bunkers in many places. And why is that? When you look at scriptures, they're going to hide in bunkers. Only a few is going to labor for Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is going to want to labor for the Lord. And that's where it comes. This ministry is not to be forcing everybody to serve the Lord. Can't force nobody that don't want to be forced. You can't force nobody that, if somebody like with your kids, like my foster mom said, man, you can't force a child to want to stay home if they don't want to stay home. So guess what? Let them be grown. Kick their ass out. All right, you want to be grown? Go ahead. But you can't make no child stay home. Huh? Yeah. You can say. Dagobah 144. Huh? I got 3 some or 290. 290 some. I'm a teacher right here. I teach education, historical education. You got to come closer, man. You ain't got to be in the video. I got a mic on, so they ain't gonna really hear you as well. So I just repeat what you say. But I teach historical, biblical things. Y'all believe in God? Y'all believe in God, right? Y'all believe in Jesus? Y'all believe in Jesus, right? Okay, cool. That's cool. So look, I'm gonna try to, cause I ain't gonna try to teach you like I normally do people. Shit about to get real. Shit about to get real. So, do y'all believe God loves everybody? You think He loves everybody the same? So now, and I'm gonna show you. This is in the Bible. What I'm about to show. You feel me? And this is not. I don't want you to feel like it's a hate thing. It's just it's an honest thing. And we were lied to. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know the reason why we're in America? You don't know why? Yeah, yeah. We were here. We definitely came here on a boat, but it's because we was rebellious to our God. Now you know it's many beliefs in this world, but it's only one belief. Being honest with you, Black, Latinos, and Natives is the only nation that has a God. But the world didn't let us know that. So the Bible, the white race took books out of the Bible. And I'm gonna show, because you said God love everybody. And what I'm about to read, after I read it, you tell me what you get out of it. All right. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 54. After these things, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all these creatures, of him come we all, and the people whom thou hast chosen. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. And as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but to be like spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. What do you get from that? If you don't understand, that's fine. You don't? No, that just showed you if I had white, because I got white people, I got white friends that I know, Chinese people I know, Africans that I know, but the same thing that they know that we all have different gods. So in this verse, it says that everybody come from Adam, the white man, the Chinese man, the African man, Black, Latinos, and natives. But it says even the chosen, which is Black, Latinos, and natives that come from Adam. And he said that the world was made for our sakes. Now, it's things that we do here. Y'all seen transgenders before, right? Okay. Do you believe we God accepts that or don't? He don't. Now, that law was for me and you. Now, the white people, they can do that. But me and you cannot be gay. Lesbians can't be gay. Me and you can't eat pork. You eat pork? Bacon? Y'all eat bacon, yeah. No, but like pork bacon. Like piggy, like hot dog sausages and shit. Me and you, we came into America just because of what you just said. Lobster, crab, and shrimp was a poor man's meal. Right now, everybody said I want to sea broil with the crab and the corn. I could show you their cousin. Would you eat a roach? A roach is a shrimp's cousin. A tarantula. Would you eat a tarantula? That's a crab's cousin. You see how a crab look? It looked just like a tarantula. A scorpion. Would you eat a scorpion? A scorpion is a lobster's cousin. That's why a scorpion tail go up and a lobster tail go down. They're bottom feeders. They eat it. Like if I kill you and throw you in the ocean, they will eat your whole body. And me and you wasn't supposed to eat those things. That's why me and you are in America. America is slavery. You know, do y'all think we in slavery? Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. Okay, you say it's not as bad. I'm gonna say it's worse. The reason why it's worse, you got kids can do drugs. You got a young. I'm 31. By the time you, what however old you is, when I was 18, it was a 12-year-old girl that said she want to be a stripper. In the Bible, women can't show her nakedness. Like our women, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I was a hoe too. Mad women, you know what I'm saying? Now the Lord blessed me with 2 wives. You know what I'm saying? But scripture wise, me and you didn't hoe our women, fuck them and then leave. But this society teach those things. In the Bible, the Lord teach don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You say it's more better. Right now it's worse because of social media. Do y'all read your Bible? Just be honest. Okay, this is worse. Back then people read. So it says this to Baruch 3:8. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment according to our iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord. We're here because of what your forefathers done. Like my father's fathers, not no offense, Pop. They were drug lords, you know what I'm saying? And the things that we have done, cousins gay, cousins is not serving the Lord, they not doing the Sabbath. We mingling in, we day in other nations and we doing holidays. If y'all do holidays, those are in the scriptures. Christmas is in the Bible. Me and you not supposed to do it. Yeah, and it was a homosexual holiday. Valentine's was an orgy holiday. If I had a girl, you had a girl, you would give me your girl, I would give you mine. They would do their thing, and then me and you would go in the room and we would go do our thing. And then we would come back, I lay with your girl, you would lay with mine. Valentine's is about a white man named Mr. Valentine's. Halloween was about witch warlocks, and they dressed up in costumes. And they did Mardi Gras, and it's like you would dress up and I wouldn't know you was a man, and we would get busy. And they do it in the industry. Why you think at Halloween people dress up as Freddy, or you see a woman dress up as a cop? Because the same thing back then, they did rituals so that later on we would do it again. Thanksgiving, I'm Indian. That's why I'm wearing this. This is an Indian poncho. You know what I'm saying? They genocide and killed our people. The stuffing is the brain of the Indians, the turkeys is his head, and the cranberry sauce is symbolized to our blood. It's supposed to be symbolic. And if you read it, if you celebrate it, in 2 days after Thanksgiving, they call it Indian Day. Thanksgiving is worshiping the deaths of the massacres of my forefathers. Which George Washington, if y'all know who he is, he killed 100 million of them. And they put memorials in Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is an Indian tribe. Canada, San Diego, San Francisco, Buffalo Bills. Do y'all know where that name come from? Yeah, but it comes from a white man that made the first sport in the world killing bisons, because Indians was making your forefathers food. Yeah, because they were feeding. My forefathers was feeding African Americans. And so what they did is they killed all the bisons, and that's why they named Buffalo Bill, the team Buffalo Bills, the bison teams, the bisons, because a buffalo was supposed to mimic what they did to our people. You being here right now, scripture wise, hell is a condition. So me and you right now, we're in hell right now. But when Yahweh Shai come back, it's over. Whoever was doing holidays and doing the opposite from the Lord, you're gonna die and you're gonna feel it from the flesh and your soul. And this is two things. You see that door? No. You see how y'all came in? Y'all walked in the door. It's two ways you get in the kingdom. The first way is walking in the door, and you're going to remember everything. You're going to remember you coming in the truth, your body changing. You're going to have superpowers because it's said in the Bible. But if you don't do it, you're going to be reborn through another man's nuts. And people going to have to teach you everything. Like, hey, yo, this happened. We took over and America is going to be destroyed in 60 minutes. When Yahweh Shai cracked that sky, he's going to come in 60 minutes and destroy all of America. But whoever is chosen, we're going to get beamed up. And I got videos to prove of what I'm about to say. Chariots with America call UFOs. In the Bible, they're called the vehicles of the Lord. They're called chariots. And the Lord is going to come back on a chariot. Y'all see Independence Day? So that chariot is in the Bible. And the Lord is going to come down in a chariot. And I could show it. I could show it in video so y'all can think that I ain't lying. You know, I like proving facts. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So if you ain't trying to serve the Lord, you ain't going to get in the kingdom. You ain't going to be that tall in the kingdom. You're going to be taller. And you go like when I tell you, it's hard for me to explain it. But Dragon Ball Z, y'all seen that with the that's in the scriptures. But if me and you don't serve the Lord, we ain't getting that. And right now they already the Bible talk about the last war. And I don't know if y'all watch the news. Joe Biden and them is talking about World War III. So right now, me and you is in that. Like I was gonna be on TV. The Lord stopped all of that. Yeah. Yeah, and they about to have people doing the chip, but this is a chariot. This is before the Twin Towers fell. A human body we can't move that fast. That's why when you in a roller coaster, your heart drop. If we was in that, you would die. We can't move that fast. Only we can, and let alone they can fly out of the atmosphere. I got more videos to show proof of them. I mean, I always be saying I say like within 7 years. I say within 7 years, but how they going right now? It's a war going on in China right now over Taiwan. Taiwan was helping America sell microchips, and then those microchips went to China. China made those microchips, and they made a ballistic bomb that can go Mach 28, so it could come to America without nobody knowing. In America, just like Joe Biden just went on the news last week and cut off all selling to China and Taliban because they're making nukes off of microchips. And right now, World War III is actually going to happen. Like it's going to like literally happen. I think probably 2 more years of basketball, 2 more years of football is going to happen. Like NFL is fake. They already let you know it's fake. The balls it got magnets on it. The football players, some of them got magnets on their gloves. Right now, we're living in a time of deception. So now a lot of kids, like I wanted to be in the music industry. It's the music industry. They making young kids rap about bitches and gangster stuff so that they can make private jails. In the Bible, would tell you that my people are hidden in prison houses. So most of our people are in prison houses. Right now, we're living in the Bible time. So even if you don't believe what I'm saying, hey, that's cool, because the Bible is not for everybody. So I'm not trying to force you to learn. So if you take my YouTube, I'm not forcing you to watch that. If you want to, you can, but I'm gonna let you know. Say if you choose, man, fuck that. I ain't trying to learn. That's on you. Just like you walk out this building and you walked in, when you get in, when the kingdom come, a lot of y'all niggas is not gonna be able to walk in. I could show you a scripture where niggas you're gonna be able to see a nigga eye melt in his face and his tongue melt in his mouth. When Yahweh come back, niggas that didn't want to serve him and come in, you gonna see a nigga mouth get decayed. I'm just saying, and niggas is gonna get beamed up and they gonna stand on the earth looking at you and you getting beamed up. And they like, yo, what about me? And it's right in, I never knew this. And I'm 31. I sold drugs, I did this, I did that. And I got in this thing at the age of 25, took it serious when I was 28. My little brother, I think he on there, his name Asher, he's 17. How old is y'all? Yeah, he's 17. And this man been doing this for like, I think 5 years, maybe more than me. And he young. It's not saying he better than you or I'm better than you or you better than me. It's just certain things in the midst of us is right in front of us. So I don't know if you know, if you ever look outside and you see something moving and the light is not blinking on and off like an airplane, That might be a chariot, but you might not know that because y'all never read it in the Bible. But in the Bible, the Lord say he sends his angels to visit the earth. You know what I'm saying? So look, y'all Hebrew Israelite, you can go search it on YouTube. You can type in Adargabar, ADARGABAR 144 or 716 Israelites on YouTube, and you can get that information. If not, that's on y'all. Or you can ask your mom and dad, are we Christians or are we Hebrew Israelites? Hebrew Israelites is a nationality. African American, you African American? So you come from two white men? Well, two white men gave us that nationality. A white man that named Africa and a white man that named America. African American. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm just giving you facts. And America was never called America. You know what I'm saying? It's the biggest deception. Even the Muslims over there, they know we Israelites. The Muslim over there, I'm in the fruit belt. The Muslims over there, they know who Israelites is. Y'all ever heard of Israelites? Y'all did? Where, on YouTube? At church? Oh, your church be speaking about Israelites? Why? What made you stop? Yeah, I understand. I lost mad people. I ain't gonna lie. Just being honest, man. The Lord killed my grandmother, killed my cousin. You know what I'm saying? What can I do, man? You know what I'm saying? You type that thing down, man. Adargabar, ADAR. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I do music too, but you know, my music is just like how I teach. But look, anything I'm saying, it might. All right, Con. I know some of the things that I might say might go over your head. Y'all might not understand. It might be confusing. Hey, I don't mean to be confusing, but I just want you to know how serious it is. I'm not here, just to be honest. I'm not here for white people, because in the Bible, the Lord said he hate white people. The Lord don't care for no Chinese man. He don't care for no Hamites, Africans. It is some Africans that are real Israelites, but the real Hamites, the Lord don't kill for them. It's 18 nations on the earth. Our nation is the only one. Blacks, as in African Americans, Jamaicans, and Haitians, Latinos, Hispanics, and natives, Indians. That's the only people that God cared for on this earth. The best looking, the finest women on the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's who we care for. So if y'all African American, everything in the Bible is for y'all. So if y'all watch that page, my other page, I got brothers that go live. Get that knowledge while y'all can. I'm telling you, you gonna watch. You gonna see something like COVID in the Bible. It's a plague. It's in the Bible. It's a plague. The Lord sent that. And it's George Bush just, I mean, not George Bush. Bill Gates just said they're making another one, another pandemic. So it's gonna be another one soon, but it's gonna be worse. So you know what I'm saying? So Lord willing, my name is Adar Gabar. You know what I'm saying? It was a man. I respect y'all, You asked the question, you know what I mean? I respect it, man. You feel me? But you wasn't on camera, but they probably caught you because of the mic. You feel me? But y'all good. I love y'all, man. Y'all have a good night, man. That, man, just a little bit of edification, you know, ain't nothing too serious. But like I said, not everybody going to want to serve the Lord. Not everybody is going to have the desire to serve the Lord, right? Let's see. Everybody's not going to desire the Lord, man. I'm going to be honest. I don't be having my hopes on everybody serving the Lord. Hold on, I got to get this scripture, right? This is Joshua 24:15. It says, If it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the outside of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh. Yo, I didn't bring out too much scriptures to them, because the body language that they were giving off, like they didn't really care, or this man talking too much. And I don't never want to be teaching this ministry and trying to drown somebody that don't even care, right? So trying to constantly put scriptures in people's head, and they don't want to devour it, or they're gonna let it go in one ear and out the other. You know what I'm saying? This ministry is not made to force nobody to do it, right? This ministry is supposed to be laid on their lap, put right in their on their temple, and they're supposed to walk with it, right? Only a sheep is gonna be like, wow, and take it and walk with it. Just like Matthew, when Yahweh Shai said, man, come and follow me. The man dropped what he was doing and came and followed the Lord. Not a lot of people gonna drop what they're doing and choose this day whom they gonna follow. I'm just being honest. It do not take any man, like if a real servant of the Lord, it's not going to take him a whole chapter, the half of the whole Bible for him to say, you know what, I'm going to serve the Lord. It's just because we're fighting a battle between the flesh and the spirit. That's what's going to make us be like, I want to, but if I could do it, but can I smoke weed? Oh man, it's always the flesh that makes a man not want to serve the Lord. It's always the flesh. What if men and women was really moving in the spirit? That's the best thing about serving the Lord. The Lord didn't give everybody the power or the spirit to desire truth, right? First, Ezra, right? I'm gonna bring that out. First Ezra is it chapter 2, chapter 3. This is First Ezra, the third chapter, verse 10. It's talking about the wise men writing wise sentences, guards, captains, right? It says the first wrote wine is the strongest, the second wrote the king is the strongest, the third wrote women are strongest. But above all things, truth beareth away the victory. The truth is going to bear away the victory at the end of this story. Hey, it might not happen right away, but it's going to happen. Truth is going to take away that victory, man. Let alone truth is so quick. When somebody say you're not the real Jews, and you could be talking to somebody that's calling themselves Jewish, and you said, no, I am the real Jew that the Bible speak of, and I can show the scriptures. No, I can show it. Then you go into Revelations 3 and 9 and 2, and I don't subscribe to the New Testament. I know why. Guess what? It's because of my faith. I believe in the Lord. The Lord didn't say because of translations. Look at the translations for you to believe, man. The Lord was moving men by the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Niggas is worried because this shit is written in Greek and this one is written in Hebrew. Let me tell you something. If it's written in Hebrew and Greek, and I'm reading both of them in English, we just want to sound good or sound deep or sound like we cutting somebody up. Oh, nah, brother, you trying to follow some shit that was written in Greek. Nigga, what? Man, let me what verse I wanted. Second Peter chapter 2. Is it First Peter? Yeah. First Peter chapter 2, verse 10. No, wait. Oh no, it's one. Ain't it one? Salaki. It's chapter 1, Second Peter chapter 1, verse 20 and 21. And it reads, Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation. This scripture is not in any private interpretation. Just because the New Testament might be in Greek and the Old Testament is in Hebrew, it's not in the private interpretation. It's still going to deliver, but the words is just translated, right? And they're going to hit and they're going to be valid because they're meant for a specific people. If it's meant for a certain people, regardless where, however it's translated, it's gonna still be for them same people, wherever translation is for. Translation is just another tongue, right? Another language is not another breakdown. It's just another language. Verse 21, for the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but the holy men of God spake as they were moved by the Holy Ghost. Men were moved by the Holy Ghost, right, to scribe the words. All these words describe, like if I wanted to make a book about my life, I'm going to scribe about my life, right? But the Lord put the Holy Ghost upon them so that it was right. The Lord not about to have some lazy ass dude writing what he wants. Oh, my desire. Even if it like Paul's point of view in certain things, he still had a spirit on him to move to even if the Lord allowed it to be in the Bible, the Lord was moving. If the Lord took a spirit out of Saul and put took a clean spirit out of Saul, Salaki, and then put an evil spirit in Saul, the Lord can do the same thing like he did Moses. It says with the Lord's finger, he wrote the commandments. The Lord really used Moses. It was Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but he used Moses, right? It was the Lord that made Yahushai to go die for his people. Israel really died for his friends, the hopeful elect, right? This is why I was just saying what I was saying to the kids, and like I'm saying to y'all, you know, I'm not going to drown nobody with scriptures because there's a lot of us that don't really care about the ministry. You know, this ministry is not made to be pushed on nobody. At the end of the day, if you don't care, I'm going to knock the dust off my feet, off my body. It don't matter. Look, the Lord is coming for the ones that's sincere, that's dedicated to his ministry, right? Call out Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? And it's only a few that's going to be dedicated. There's only a few that's going to convert themselves. There's only going to be a few that's going to acknowledge they fucked up. There's only going to be a few that's going to cry. There's going to be a few that's tired of this place, right? It's not going to, a lot of our brothers and sisters, even young teenagers, a lot will not have a desire to let some of things go in this world. Yes, they got, oh, yeah, I seen that, brother. Yeah, you right. But just because they know a little, that's not going to let them just be 100% dedicated to Yahweh Shema Shai, right? So other than that, Lord willing, this was edifying, right? If nobody else got a question, want to ask anything? Anybody got a precept? Just to make sure. Look at how you cutting me. I need to get more fervent. Come on, man. Shoot, I need to get more fervent too, man. You know, you got to be more, man. We are gonna be more fervent. You know, I be like, I be seeing brothers going that live in different cities, and it be people talking to them. I had a moment when I'd be like, damn, man, nobody coming up talking to us, man. I don't like that. But then I started thinking, like, I'm talking about what I don't like. Who the fuck am I? You know what I'm saying? You got to think what the Lord is looking at us, things that he don't like, and we keep doing it. But we complaining because nobody walking up. The Lord tell you to speak to the freaking wind, let alone keep your have your face towards Mount Seir and prophesy against it. The Lord is not looking for you to get people's point of view and just to be in people's face. The Lord wants you to preach his word. And if if people come, that's the Lord bringing people to entertain the word. Either they're going to listen and take it in, or if they not, they just standing. They're just there just for entertainment. But there's going to be some sincere sheep that's going to be watching, writing things. Hey, can I get a flyer? Can I get a card? Hey, where your church at? Oh, what's your YouTube? Can I get your information? right? Those is the ones the Lord is going to have asking questions. But everybody just going to be a pedestrian walking the street. Let the word come out. Just let it come out. Especially if you record it, the Lord is going to put the word where he needed to be, because there's going to be brothers and sisters out here that's not understanding the dedication you got to have for Yahweh Shema Shai. You got to have days out of the week where you put aside, this is for the Lord. You look, like my game, I love playing the game, but I put it aside and I haven't been playing the game for like 3-4 months. You know, my wife wanted to play zombies and all of that. I stopped paying that thing, and I've been dedicated to the word, man. I read and do what I do for a few hours, and I go to bed at like 5 a.m. I sleep late, I get up late, and then I read late. I hurry up and get a lesson in. I'm reading, then I write another lesson. I'm watching videos. That's me, because I know I love watching porn. I have to be honest. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I know how wicked it is, right? And then sometimes I might have a lazy spirit that I might not want to read. I might not want to teach. That's a freaking demon, man. Because the Lord know I like talking. And the best way to talk is to teach. But I know I got to study. The Lord did that. And every time when I don't teach, I be feeling down. I be feeling like, and I be thinking in my head too much. The Lord, yo, man, if I'm not teaching, I be thinking about scriptures, lessons. And when I'm teaching, I be thinking like, damn, I didn't read. But the Lord be having me teach. And it's okay. You didn't read, but I'm going to have you teach. Yo, it's certain lessons I taught that I never read. Like I didn't read. The Lord just had me reading it. And then I'm writing it down. And now I'm about to teach it. The Lord be putting a spirit on people, man. The Lord is not increasing you when you want him to. The Lord is going to increase you when he sees fit, when you see worthy, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like the more I come out here, the more I know that this place is going to be destroyed, right? This place is finished, right? Let me get this last one, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me get Ezekiel 35:2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. He's saying this to Ezekiel, right? He didn't say go prophesy against it unless people there or not. You got to prophesy against Mount Seir. Yo, every time when you trying to build up Israel, you're prophesying against this place, because anything in the scriptures is going to take people away from this world. When you telling people discipline your child, guess what? Get your kid off of the damn TikTok, YouTube, off those electronics and teach them. I just came across these kids and I asked them, did they read the Bible? They said no. Guess what? Mommy and daddy ain't teaching them nothing at home. They ain't teaching them shit. And they think, oh, this is a good place. I love this. Our people ain't learning nothing, man. They don't understand this, man. They don't know it's a difference between nation. They don't know it's a difference between love and hate. They don't know about requirements and duties, man. They just know education, work, and shit. Get high. Get women. Get men. You ain't getting nothing about serving your Lord. Getting back. Niggas don't even know why they here. Oh, yeah, we here on boats. Nigga, why we here? We got here on boats. I don't know why we here, but we got here on boats. You got to be upset that your people is led to the slaughter, right? We're in the hands of lawless people, and the Lord did it because of our stubbornness. The Lord tell you to go study the ant. Proverbs 6:6, man. You got to study the ant because we're lazy. Hey, the brother said, I cut him. You got to get more fervent. Guess what, brother? That show you right there and then. That brother was not looking at no ant. Brothers ain't looking at ants. Proverbs 6:6, it says, go to the ant, thou sluggard. Sluggard mean lazy. Consider her ways and be wise. If you're not looking at the ants, And then you over here say, if anybody say, yo, I got to get back in the spirit, or I got to double up, I ain't doing good enough. Yo, I don't feel like I'm doing good enough. Guess what? I need to be looking where the answer's at, man. The answer, hurrah, 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 ta ta. You got to be studying the ants, man. If I know I'm lazy, if I sometimes I have a slugger moment, my wife be like, babe, it's a spider. I know, I know it's a spider. Guess what? I'm slugger. I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I know, babe. I know. I'm gonna kill it, but I'm about to go kill it in these. Pick up and kill it and kill it. I'm gonna pick up this Bible. I'm gonna kill something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, yo, look, man. Look, see, he just gave me another lesson, man. Now I know if I ever catch myself slowing down in this ministry, if I ever get doubt and think, you know what, God not real. You know what, I don't gotta teach every day. You know what, I'm tired. Or you know what, I don't want to go outside and teach. You know what, I'm gonna think of what this brother just said, and I'm gonna think of, Gabar, did you look at any ants today? That's probably why you lazy, because them ants work every day. They don't complain. They don't complain that they see a freaking donut on the ground that been sitting there for days, and they got to go to the donut and break it down and carry pieces after pieces home. You know, you got to be dedicated, right? Dang, y'all just got me excited, right? So we brought out Ezekiel 35:2. This is verse 3. Say unto it, thus saith Yahweh. So this is thus saith Yahweh, God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. So the Lord is against the nation of Idumea, let alone the Lord is against the wicked part of Israel. So we have to purge ourselves. Even though our enemy is about to get purged, we got to purge ourselves, because we have to know if our enemy getting killed, we know 2/3 is getting killed, right? Because if the wicked part of this world got to be killed, you got to know the wicked part of Israel have to get killed off. Guess what? Let's talk on the downfall of this place. And guess what? It's going to be a lot of brothers that saying, yeah, the white man, this and that, but they're not getting themselves together, and they might die along with Esau. Hey, I want Esau to die today, tomorrow, the next day, but I want my brothers and sisters to kill off the old man. We got to kill off the old man. This go hand in hand. How much I want Esau dead, that's a fact. But guess what? Our kingdom, our nation ain't going to be whole unless the Lord tear down the 2/3, the unrighteous, the unclean, right? The ones that don't want to labor, them damn part-time employees, man. They got to get wiped off too. We have to be in this place prophesying on the downfall of this kingdom, and we have to prophesy on the downfall of our nation, how we fail, how we're going to rise back up. We're going to talk about when we were up and then we fell down. We got to talk about the ups and the downs, the downs and the ups in the nation of Israel. And we have to talk about the downfall of this kingdom. But when this kingdom fall, we got to talk about most of our brothers in our nation is going to fall too. Niggas got to be part of that fall, man. And I'm just saying, man, if you are not dedicated to this ministry, how much more, man? Men and women should be seeking a spiritual ass whooping from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. A sister gonna say, she ate pork and she's a Israelite Christian. Ain't nothing happened to me. That sandwich, that ham sub was really delicious. Nothing happened to me, but I love the Lord. If you got that type of attitude, you might as well give up. Just keep eating that damn ham. That's a giving up server to me. I'm not about to give it just because that shit good. Hell no. Isaiah 66. Anybody that's caught eating abomination will be consumed. Nope, that's not happening over here. You know what? Hey, look, if you're not lazy, nah, I'm not eating no pork. If you're not lazy not to eat no pork, guess what? You shouldn't be lazy to read. You shouldn't be lazy to want to teach. If you're not, oh, I'm not about to lay with no man. Man, look, this is how I think with everything, man. I'm thinking what everything. I'm trying to go double time for Yahweh Shema Shai. Because I went double time for sin. I know Israel, y'all know y'all was wicked. Double time. Y'all went overtime with sin when it came when you was in the world. Niggas getting this truth and they start holding back. We start holding back, man. That's us as a nation, man. I'm gonna bring a few more and I'm gonna end it. I just got motivated, man. This is Psalms 34 verse 37 verse 4. Delight thyself also in Yahweh, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart. And that goes into the Matthew 6 and 21, right? Well, wherever your treasure is, that's where your heart lays, man. Right? If you a lot of us should have our heart onto Yahweh Shema Shai. We'll be honest, man. And if any man or any sister is falling from the ministry, it's because your treasure is not the Lord no more. I'm gonna say it again. If any brother or sister feel like they're not in the spirit no more, they not on fire no more, they easing away, you know what I'm saying? That should be a problem with you, man. If you're not feeling that fire no more, the Lord is taking you, blowing your candle out. I'm not saying you're not in the truth, but if that fire not in you, you gotta say your light not there. So that means your treasure is not in the Lord. If you are not on fire for the Lord like you was before, or if you had been or whatever, that means you don't have a desire for the Lord, man. Yo, people can say Yahweh Shema Shai all they want. If a man or if a woman was reading every day, they studying, or if a brother on the block all the time, this man teaching, he's doing a lesson nonstop. And then now we like, I ain't doing it no more. It's no way you can, I'm really in the spirit, the Lord. Guess what? Your desire is not, your treasure is not the Lord no more. That don't mean, you're going to hell. I'm not going to tell a brother just because he ain't teaching no more, you're going to hell. But I'm going to say, hey, if any man keep on not trying to serve the Lord or do his first job, you definitely going to be consumed. You're not getting in the kingdom. But if you wake up every day, guess what? If I have a chance, you got a chance. If you got a chance, I got a chance. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you ain't serving the Lord, this is the number one answer. Your treasure is not in the Lord. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm not about to say, brother, because your treasure not in the Lord, you going to hell. You got a chance. If we make it to tomorrow, whoever's watching us and they not being diligent to the Lord, and you make it towards tomorrow, you have a chance now to make the Lord your treasure. But if you choose, you know what, I ain't gonna try to read, I ain't gonna try to think of a lesson. Even if you're not even thinking like, eventually I'm gonna do a lesson this week, eventually I'm gonna do a lesson one day out this month. If you're not thinking that eventually you're gonna do something, your treasure is not in the Lord. Even if you niggas make more attempts to watch a movie or a TV show, I'm about to go lay up with this girl. You can lay up with whoever the hell you want. You don't got to listen to me. But through the spirit, you want to lay with a girl so bad, but you ain't trying to lay up with wisdom. You know what? I got something for you. I got something for you, Gabar. I got something for you, Gabar. You think you all that, Mr. Gabar, right? This is Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, verse 28. For God loveth none but him that dwell with wisdom. We know wisdom is Hamashiach Yahushai. So, nigga, if you ain't dwelling with Hamashiach Yahushai, seeking his face continually, the Lord don't love you, Gabar. So you telling me I gotta go seek him double time? Man, you can seek him double time, seek him when you got a chance, seek him when you about to get in trouble. Man, you should be having the Lord on your mind since he is your treasure. I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was like that. You know, if you want the kingdom, you want to seek the Lord. If the kingdom is your treasure, you should be seeking the Lord. If any nigga think he want to get in the kingdom, he should be seeking Yahweh Shema Shai. Any nigga, I'm gonna be flying. I'm gonna be the elder of the kingdom, nigga. You better be, the Lord better be your treasure. Any man, any woman trying to put up rank in the kingdom, you better you better seek the damn Lord. Niggas want to come out and think I know it all. Nigga, you better be seeking the Lord. And anybody that is prideful, you can't really be saying you seeking the damn Lord, because you seeking the Lord, you shouldn't even be prideful, man. Right? Niggas out here prideful and think I got the Lord in me. Nigga, you prideful. That's why, yo, this is how you know the ministry really will have you looking at yourself and then overlooking yourself and then back looking yourself. Look, because you don't want to be too much, right? I can have all this scriptures and knowledge, but when the scriptures say, better is he that has less wisdom than somebody that has wisdom, and he sins, and he sins, right? Because it could be brothers that have all this knowledge, and he actually stumble in the law, and it's a man that has few knowledge, and he's actually rehearsing the righteous acts. So for me, I'd rather be somebody that has least knowledge, because then eventually a lot of us as men will try to boast, oh, I have more than you. And I've seen men go through that, and I don't want to have to go through that. So I learned from y'all, and I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you that the Lord allowed me to learn from y'all, right? Pride is a freaking evil ass spirit, right? I love being a center of attention, but that was the worldly way. Now in this truth, I want Yahweh Shema Shai to be the center. So what I do is I just teach all the time. I'm gonna teach all the time, and I'm gonna make you be annoyed. And it's not me getting center of attention, the Lord getting the center of attention, because every time I'm going live, it's gonna be teaching. Teaching, 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 teaching. I'm teaching. The Lord should be the center of everybody's attention. I'm teaching. I'm bringing it out. I don't care if it's the same precepts. I don't care if this is a lesson I brought out 2 months ago. Guess what? It's not enough of us serving the Lord. So that lesson has to come out again. It got to come out again, right? Y'all know that the Lord died on the cross. Guess what? It has to come out again. It has to come out again, because none of y'all believe in it. Y'all gotta hear that again, right? Y'all don't believe that Yahweh Shai is gonna come back. Guess what? You're gonna hear it again. Guess what? I did a lesson on World War III. Guess what? You're gonna hear it again. Because is it here yet? Do you see it? No, you don't. So you gotta hear it again, right? We see chariots. You see a UFO. You heard the scriptures. Guess what? You're gonna hear it again. He brought it out. I'm gonna bring it out. After I bring it out, he gonna bring it out. Guess what? Next month we're gonna bring it out again. This word is endless until we get in the kingdom. If we're not in the kingdom, we got to keep teaching, right? Right? Oh, this is a good one too. This is verse 4, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8. It says, for she is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of God. She is private. She is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of God, and a lover of his works. So wisdom is a lover of his works. So me and you, if we say we're serving Yahweh Shema Shai, we have to be a lover of his works. Guess what? The number one thing that's his work is the ministry. The scriptures is the number one thing, because now me and you can find out where the law, statutes, and commandments are. The first 5 books of the Bible. Where's the poetry and the wisdom? You go to Job, you go to Psalms, you go to Proverbs, you go to Sirach, shoot, you go to Wisdom of Solomon, right? Shoot, you can even probably go to First and Second Ezra. You go to the history, you go into Joshua to Esther, let alone the Maccabees and First and Second Ezra. Hey, it's some in Wisdom of Solomon and Sirach, right? Where's the epistles? Where's the Gospels in the New Testament? Where's the general letters, right? These scriptures are gonna always have to come out, right? We're gonna always have to teach these things until all of it is fulfilled, until we apply it. Do you know how hard it is for a woman to really be virtuous like the women of old, let alone trying to walk modest, trying to be shamefaced, especially knowing that you got to pay bills? Your man, he's making enough, but you trying to bring in enough so he got some bread in his pocket, but you trying to be shamefaced, but you still got to come in the house. You want to stay in the house as much as you can, but you want to see your family, you want to see your friends. It's like you can only try to do enough in this place, right? And that's the one thing that be pissing me off, that we can only try to do it once. Yo, I don't see no lights twinkling. I just want to say this before this moves. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai by Shibakakwadash. I'm thinking, I see it. I believe I see a chariot. I believe it. I believe it. I don't see lights twinkling. That thing looked like a shiny light. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just end this live right here, man. Maybe it is an airplane, right? So look, man. Lord willing, next time, it's more edifying. Um, to the hopeful elect out there, Lord willing, the Lord continue to have you to endure. And for the elders, especially the elders in Great Millstone, that's ruling well through the Spirit, right? Lord willing, the Most High could have you to continue to play your role in this ministry. And for the other brothers and sisters that are somewhat in the truth, doctrine might be a little lefty loosey. I hope that the Lord have you increase in your knowledge and understanding. And I ask is that you put a spirit upon the men and the women in this ministry to endure, and to apply, right? If I could do it, you could do it. If you could do it, I damn sure could do it. I am not better than you, and you are not better than me, right? But death to America, death to Esau, not on my time, but his time, because he's never early and never late. He's always on time. Call Allah, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world enemy calls Jesus the Christ. And with that, Kwame Yasharella Shalom.